Greetings, salutations, and well wishes, ghouls and ghoulies. Jekyll here. And yes, I know, I'm aware. I said that my next video is probably going to be a gaming one, but I am newbie McNooberson, and I haven't fully figured out how to get it working properly yet. As I said, I am doing it without any of the actual usual proper setup, and therefore it's taking a little bit of troubleshooting that hasn't been going all that well. But I'm part way there, which is better than none of the way there. So, we call that progress. I'm working on it, okay? Cut me some slack. I don't know what I'm doing. We've been over this. I am unprofessional, untrained, unqualified. So, I'm making the best of a bad situation to try and get something to work. But alas, I'm back. You get to see my random rambling face yet again. And yes, I'm still doing it. We are just sinking more and more time into this inevitably futile endeavour. But I'm doing it anyway. Same as I've said before, I'm just doing it because it gets me out. And, whilst I can still walk around and not be rained on, it's almost worth it because at least I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. But here we are. What I will also say is, in my endeavours to get what I had as a temporary plan working, I have discovered that the complexities of potentially getting Dark Souls to be what I upload first is actually more complex than I thought. So I may have to find another solution. But it's fine. I do have other games and other options. There are other things I can attempt to do. Whatever it is that I end up doing is certainly not going to be wholly original, but at least it's an attempt. It may very well end up being something else. Potentially Pokemon, or maybe a different game. I don't know. I haven't quite figured out all of the logistics yet, because I am learning as I go. Learning on the job, if you will. Not that this is a job, it's just me doing stupid things, and then putting it on YouTube so that other people can also see me do stupid things. But at least, as I said, I can take a little walk and share that around. I'm trying to be semi-consistent. Keyword there is semi, because consistency is not my greatest strength. But we're gonna try, and that's the main thing. Am I going to be making regular lengths at regular upload times? Absolutely not. That would require a level of accuracy I do not possess, because I get very easily distracted. And a day may very well come where it's been a while and I just completely forget that I should be attempting regular upload strategies. But nonetheless, there is still some attempt happening. It's just not the very best attempt. And, that's fine. We make do. We do what we can. And you know what? That's all you can ask for. It's just to try. You gotta try. But it is another beautiful day. There is more sun, slightly less breeze, which is another bonus. Although, when you live somewhere along the coast, you can expect a bit of wind on the regular. It's just very windy to be here. It's heckin' windy, which is fine. And then obviously when cars are going around 24/7, you get all of those kind of changes, and all the loud noises and all the brum brums. But again, you just make do. And I've also been toying with some other ideas lately, and coming to the realization that there may be other things that I can make attempts at getting recorded and uploaded. Obviously, everything so far is far from being original. There are regular vloggers, there are regular game uploaders, there are regular streamers, there are people that do pretty much every single kind of content on here that you could think of. And believe it or not, there are also the ones that do the things that you probably don't want to be thinking of, but there are people out there that do it anyway. And we're gonna let them live in their own little pocket dimension. We're just gonna let them have that space. I'm not gonna go there and try and share that space with them. I'm just gonna live and let live. But as I was saying before, yes, another glorious derailing of my mind track. There are other things I have been toying with, potentially being able to find a way to have an upload schedule for. As I said, the original idea of attempting a gaming upload has not been the most successful thing in the world, but there are always things going around in my headspace, so see if we can make it work. I did momentarily consider diving into the relatively overpopulated scene of music reactions. However, music video reactions are very much so a case of personal opinion, because I do not have any kind of videography degree or anything to do with cinematic arts, so I'm not going to be able to judge the way a video is crafted. And I am also not musically inclined, unlike some people, so I'm not going to be able to sit there and listen to a song and tell you about the chords and other miscellaneous music wordage. As you can see, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh look, they're making pretty little markings. I don't actually know what they're doing. I'm going to assume that this has got something to do with keeping the sand on the beaches distributed. All I know is that they got big man toy thing doing circles and organisations. So, a lot of men are probably very happy with that, because, we love our big toys. We never grow out of having toys, we just change their size and their danger. But alas, again, my brain decided that it didn't want to stay on track, so I'm just going to get back to here, so I've got a nice little backdrop. But yeah, so, me trying to do music reaction content probably ain't great, because it's just going to be me giving you my very basic opinion that all of you already have. So it's not really going to be anything interesting. And since I'm not a, 10 million, fucking whatever subscriber count kind of YouTube channel, no one's going to care about my random opinion about a random thing, which has always baffled me. I watch quite a lot of high viewer count YouTubers, and maybe it's just me, but I can't say I've ever personally cared about their opinion on things I like. If they happen to like it, bonus. Other than that, I don't really have much of a thought process behind it, so I don't really expect anyone else to care about my opinion on anything. Obviously, if I do end up uploading gaming content, you'll inevitably get my opinion on whatever that ends up being, because, well, it'll come out whilst I'm playing it, and it will probably be evident in my reaction whilst playing it. But, yeah, I think if I can work out the little quirks that I have found, then I may be able to get it to go and then upload it and actually have something other than just me rambling at you for indescript amounts of time and very inconsistent periods of time. But we never know. Like I said, this is all just me makeshifting my way through this. It's going to be what it will be, and we're just gonna make the best of however this plays out. Will it be perfect? Absolutely not. Been over this. Not a professional. But I don't know, you might enjoy the blatant honesty. Maybe you'll be able to relate to the fact that we can all sit there and watch and be very baffled by how they do it. So here I am doing the unprofessional version and just doing it completely uncut. So people can probably find this as at least relatable, if nothing else, because at the end of the day, that's kind of how most of us get through life. We kind of just go into the situation and see what happens. I think anyone that goes in expecting to be perfect every time is living unrealistically, because failure is just as important as succeeding. But on this beautiful day, I think I will probably give it some more attempts to try and get it working. I've got a couple of options to try out to get it to work, so if I can do that, then perfect. Short of that, probably attempting live streaming it is going to be the next best thing if I can't find a way to get it recorded in a suitable, achievable limit. But live streaming may be a little bit pointless if no one's there to watch it. And since I have a subscriber count of 0 and a like count and comment count of also 0, the likelihood of me having a live stream that's in any way boosted by YouTube limited, and I don't really have anything on the other sites, so I'm not sure if I really want to go through the effort of setting anything up on other sites to potentially do it there. I may change my mind, I may try and find a way to work around it, but it will be what it will be. I will figure out something. I will find a way to do at least a smidgen, smidgy-widgy of gaming content, because I do a lot of it. So if I can figure out a way to share it, then, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone, because I'm going to be doing it anyway, so at least I might as well try and make the most of it. But I think I will leave this video there, because otherwise it's just going to be another one of me rambling on random stuff that no one wants to hear about. So I will leave you with this beautiful ocean view and the big boys having fun in their big manly toys, and we won't judge them. Let them have their simple-minded things. But I will leave it there. I hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful month. I won't say wonderful year because it's guaranteed to have something bad in it, so let's not jinx it this early. But I will see you guys next time. Peace.